Flowers by M. Ceylon for joining us on Danu on Fire. With 40 years and counting, these guys have been in the industry in making moments way more special with those fresh, beautiful flowers coming into that spaces. Now they have been established in Sydney as well, giving a lot of Australians an experience of how a wedding could be curated and done up so beautifully, like how we Sri Lankans know and how we put it together. These guys have made a name globally, and now they've brought their craftsmanship once again to Sri Lanka with a new array of great services to provide. Visit them today at hi.lk City Mall for more details on how you can get that next bridal wedding booking sorted. Thank you, friends at XXL for joining us on Danu on Fire. Now, if you want to get something that's really trendy, nice, and truly Sri Lankan, you can now check out XXL. They've created this flagship store, which also gives you the company of amazing products that could be accessorized with your clothing. And at the same time, when you finish everything, you can have a nice cup of coffee before you leave. All this and more when you do visit the XXL store.
Danu on Fire, powered by
I just say it.
Welcome to Danu on Fire, right here on Hi TV, your luxury channel. Today we're checking out Sheraton Colombo Hotel. Oh, that's the name. A lot of people have been saying other things apparently, huh? Welcome to the show. Today we are speaking to this very beautiful lady. After we had her on date with Danu, I'm so happy to have you, Durga.
Thank you, Danu, for having me.
No worries, Durga. You have been going from strength to strength with a lot of things that you're doing. How is your branching out situation in India?
It's currently going well. We're currently only in Bangalore, but we hope to move into Mumbai and Delhi.
Where do you feel people are more hairy?
India.
In just general?
In general, people are hairy in India.
Okay. I will not know. I will not know, that's it. So yeah, so there is a need.
There is a need, yeah. But I mean, it's still very new to them. The concept is still too new to them. So breaking into that market has been hard.
It's new to them to wax?
Correct, like to come to an exclusive waxing parlor.
Only for that service?
Correct.
Yeah.
It's like a back-end service in the salons there. And if they'll do it if they need to.
Oh.
And certain areas they won't do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just go to the back. Bit of a bush cleanup is available.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Whereas here it's only a cleanup.
Here it's like, I mean, everyone's doing it.
Yeah.
So everyone wants it.
And when you introduced it to Bangalore, how was it accepted? I think Colombo is very much ready for it, and they have been more.
Correct.
What can I say? More open about the conversations about it.
Exactly.
Yeah. And how was Bangalore for it?
It's taken time. I mean, we've been there about 1.5 years now. But now we see the clients coming in because now through word of mouth. Obviously, word of mouth works. So now we see a steady footfall of clients coming in to have the bush done.
Yeah. Strip by strip, there will be new clients coming. Let's keeping the metaphor alive. Yeah. All right. So tell me, out of many things that you wanted to do in life, why did you choose this industry?
you know, I ask myself that sometimes. I'm like, did I really want to be ripping hair off people's bodies?
I know.
When people say, what do you do for a living? I rip hairs off your body. No, I don't think this is something I wanted to do.
Yeah, you don't grow up saying, you know,
here, let me go strip hairs off your body. But there was a need for it at the time when I did go to a bit of a dingy house a good 12 years back. And I realized that I needed to obviously make that more hygienic, more better and professional. And so at first also when we opened here, people were like, ooh, you actually wax that area?
And you only do waxing, you don't want to branch out into like cutting hair or anything.
But we still get that.
Yeah.
Like people will still come and they'll be like, you know, can't you do facials? Can't you do this? And I'm like, no, I want to do what I know.
Yes. Very precise here.
Yeah. Like no.
Yeah.
Because I'm a true believer in doing what you love and doing what you know. Because the moment you step out of that to try and incorporate, like if I do facials, I'm not qualified in facials. And something goes wrong, and it's a big no.
Yeah.
So, but now you see the trend. Like you see many stylists also breaking away from regular salons and then specializing in the trade, which is great. I mean, in other countries they've been doing that for years, but now you see Colombo also doing that, which is fantastic.
And I think it all just boils down to information provided and people feeling free to have a conversation about it. I think that's the most important thing. I think we all need to just feel good about ourselves and whatever that takes.
Exactly. I mean, and ironically though, I mean, even though I run a salon, a wax salon, I'll still tell clients, if you don't need that area, don't do it.
Yeah. If you're comfortable with it.
Yeah, don't do it.
But there's a whole stigma about, you know, like empowering people the way they are and all of that. So I think it's each to themselves.
Correct, yeah. I mean, you might see furry-haired lady on the road with her legs furry as ever, and sometimes I do. Like at the supermarket, I see women and I'm like, please, can I give you my card? Please, can you come? Can I wax your legs? And then at the same time,
God, you're like Monica.
there's a part of me like, look, it's her choice.
Yeah,
she wants to have like furry legs. Who cares?
Yeah.
You know.
Let her be.
Let her be.
I know. This has been a very great start to a conversation. But we are checking out this amazing hotel. You need to come. If you have not been here to enjoy some good food, you're missing out. I got a chance to speak to the executive chef and all, you don't know. Workmanship at its best. And this particular place is called the Kolpiti Lounge. See? Because from here you can see all of Kolpiti. Yeah. We're getting to a break because we gotta eat. We'll see you after the break.
Danu on Fire, powered by
Thanks to our friends at XXL for joining us on Danu on Fire. Now, if you want to get something that's really trendy, nice, and truly Sri Lankan, you can now check out XXL. They've created this flagship store, which also gives you the company of amazing products that could be accessorized with your clothing. And at the same time, when you finish everything, you can have a nice cup of coffee before you leave. All this and more when you do visit the XXL store. Flowers by M. Ceylon for joining us on Danu on Fire. With 40 years and counting, these guys have been in the industry in making moments way more special with those fresh, beautiful flowers coming into that spaces. Now they have been established in Sydney as well, giving a lot of Australians an experience of how a wedding could be curated and done up so beautifully, like how we Sri Lankans know and how we put it together. These guys have made a name globally, and now they've brought their craftsmanship once again to Sri Lanka with a new array of great services to provide. Visit them today at hi.lk City Mall for more details on how you can get that next bridal wedding booking sorted. It's a rainy day and we're checking out the Kolpiti Lounge, and we're having the drinks from there. It's all really good. You see it being done right in front of you. Can you see my model enjoying the beverage here? And at the same time, the food is coming from the Colombo Kitchen. There you go, that's the main one, where you get to enjoy the buffet, you get to enjoy all types of food. We have just got it. We have got the a la carte style. We are speaking to Durga, Kenny. Now, I wanted to ask you, do you still believe that businesses and women find it hard to survive?
Why?
I just asked because it's...
No.
Because you all have a lot of award ceremonies and all only for women, like women. Men have none of those. Like prioritized only for men.
True.
Actually, this balance has really gone like
a little, a little crazy.
Mind the words, huh?
I know. I have to be really careful, right?
Some are waiting already with the keypad.
Oh my God! The warriors, the keyboard warriors. Oh my gosh. I suppose it helps some women, and some women still show up to these award shows because they want. I don't know. Why should there be only awards for women is your question, right?
No, not that. I'm just saying there's a lot of recognition now for women to break the glass ceiling and all. But I'm just asking you, do you feel still it's an issue for business women to sort of find their own footing, create their own place, have their own system working?
No, I don't think so. I think you see so many women now just, breaking those barriers and coming out and deciding to do what they want to do. I believe it's just, it's based on each individual.
And how you sort of see
Correct. If you have drive and if you have passion and you have focus and you're determined, then whether you're man or woman, cat or dog, you're going to do it. I don't feel like you should say, oh, I'm a woman, so that's why I can't do that.
I have to ask you, negative publicity is not always the greatest thing when it comes to a business. A person could survive. If you're Paris Hilton, yes. Like the ones who want to be Paris Hilton here.
I know.
But I'm just asking you, when it comes to negative publicity, I was relating a story to her because she and Kenny were on my show. I got a message saying, oh my God, this place I went, it was terrible. I don't like it. You don't have them on your show. They are terrible people. So then what can I do? So I can't just tell them I don't want to have them on the show anymore. I said if I had got that message from 1,000 people, then I would have had a problem.
Yeah.
But how do you deal with people who may not approach you directly and say, listen, I had a problem like this? Mishaps can happen anywhere.
Yes.
And it has a lot of it's a situational based issue.
Correct.
So how do you deal with problems like that?
I think being in the service industry, it's really hard, and you could never please everyone. Like there'll always be this one grumpy client. Like they'll come grumpy, they'll leave grumpy, they'll make your staff also grumpy in the process of the appointment. So there's always that, and you just can't please everyone. That's not just generally in life. You can't. There'll always be a couple of people that will find fault with what you've done or what you've said or how you look or how you behave. So I think you just need to kind of focus on the positives, and then if there are negatives on and off, just kind of brush it off. Obviously
deal with it.
Deal with the issue, but then move on from there.
Yeah. But have you ever had men walking in and saying, can I be vaxxed?
Of course. We have a separate outlet called Macho Gents Grooming. We do waxing for men. Everywhere, okay?
Ah.
Everywhere, exactly. Come book your appointment. It's a thing now, Danu.
Yeah.
You get lots of people coming in.
Who does it?
A therapist, a trained therapist.
You know, it's kind of hard for men to cover their emotions. What happens then?
Well, we're very professional about it. So yeah, I suppose if it does happen, then they're obviously given a modesty covering, and then we just work around it.
Literally and metaphorically.
Yes.
Yeah, then. All right.
Nothing to be embarrassed about.
Yes, of course, of
Yeah.
course. I could share a moment here. I had to take an X-ray once, a full body spine X-ray.
And you had to be.
Yes, and it was on a ever silver, like a kind of a silver,
Oh my gosh.
like a plank.
Yeah, yeah.
It was very cold, and the X-ray had an extra spine.
Oh my gosh.
And my mum was there at the appointment. I even said prayers. Nothing helped.
Did they actually take the image of it?
Yes, you could see it. And the doctor did this. Right now, let's take a look at this.
That's terrible.
Oh, I burnt it. So embarrassed. Card for life. We'll see you right after.
I got my head out the sunroof. I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind. You got me stuck on the thought of you. You're making me feel brand new. You're more than a sunshine in my eyes.
Danu on Fire, powered by
Thank you, friends at XXL for joining us on Danu on Fire. Now, if you want to get something that's really trendy, nice, and truly Sri Lankan, you can now check out XXL. They've created this flagship store, which also gives you the company of amazing products that could be accessorized with your clothing. And at the same time, when you finish everything, you can have a nice cup of coffee before you leave. All this and more when you do visit the XXL store. Flowers by M. Ceylon for joining us on Danu on Fire. With 40 years and counting, these guys have been in the industry in making moments way more special with those fresh, beautiful flowers coming into that spaces. Now, they have been established in Sydney as well, giving a lot of Australians an experience of how a wedding could be curated and done up so beautifully, like how we Sri Lankans know and how we put it together. These guys have made a name globally, and now they've brought their craftsmanship once again to Sri Lanka with a new array of great services to provide. Visit them today at Havelock City Mall for more details on how you can get that next bridal wedding booking sorted. Welcome back to the show. It's our final segment. We're checking out Sheraton Colombo Hotel. If you've not been here, it's a great place to come in, lounge, have a nice cup of coffee, and we're enjoying their brand new high tea menu. This tiramisu, now that's a portion I would like.
Oh my gosh. Can you finish that whole portion by yourself?
Yes, I don't
Yes.
want, but I can share.
You can share.
I'll share with you.
Please share.
Yeah.
Because I'm excited to try it too.
You have got your pinky stuff.
I don't want the pink stuff. I want the tiramisu.
Fine then. Please tell me about terrible situations that you had to encounter in a private moment.
In a private moment.
Yeah. Like when you're intimate with someone and you're like, not intimate that way, but
Oh, right.
you know, in
Gosh.
an intimate position and there's a bit of a boo-boo, what do you do?
I have like 3-4 people running into the room to try and fix it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Have people let go? Has there been a tiramisu moment?
There hasn't been a tiramisu moment.
There has been?
No, there has not.
Really?
No.
You don't want to tell?
I don't want to tell.
But true. Nobody intentionally does it, no?
Are we talking about waxing here?
Yes, during waxing time.
Yes.
Yes, that's what. I thought not when you are intimate. I'm saying when you're in their intimate space.
In someone's space.
In their
Yes.
intimate space,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Yes, of course.
It has.
Yeah.
And it's like just a normal thing.
Oopsie.
Yeah. Y'all are like nurses.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
like doctors, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I thank you. I honestly, what we do is actually like that.
Yeah.
Because it's all about hygiene. It's
Yeah.
not, I'm not going to like make areas like beautify them,
Yeah.
but I'm just going to get rid of what you don't want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On a serious note, when you wanted to take this over and make it into what it is today and be recognized, and a lot of people, there are people who recognize you for this service. Did you ever think it'll ever be a successful journey?
No, I did not. I think when I started, I was just so scared. But I think something just kind of clicked, and then it was just go, 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 go. And that's all it is. Like right now, every day I wake up and it's go, go, go. So it's lots of focus, lots of determination, and constantly trying to obviously keep up with new trends. Because I honestly feel that everything has a lifespan. So right now, with me and my business, I'm at its peak. And then very soon, you never know, it could start taking a dip.
Yeah.
So you got to strike while your iron is
When the
hot.
iron is hot. And how do you balance kids, husband, life?
I don't.
Ah, right, great.
I don't do it so well. I don't. It's terrible. I suck at
right,
it.
I thought they just balance themselves.
No, they do also.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes I'm not there, and they do it. They're very independent, and I've got a great husband. Obviously, massive support system. But yeah, I can't. I'm terrible at it.
Yeah.
And people have this notion that oh, look at someone,
Those
they're
are
doing
for
it.
commercials, no?
It's
It's
a
nice
lot
when you
of-
have the
it's a lot
mother
of
just coming
bull.
out of work and like meals
Laying
prepared,
out this,
yeah, everything. And
no,
like,
here's cereal and milk for dinner, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to like on the broader picture, it's all right.
Yeah, whatever works for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you went through a huge transformation when it comes to weight loss. Yeah. How was that process? You were always a thin person, and,
I know, and then again-
pregnancy sort of.
Yeah, I gained weight during my pregnancy, and I love food. And then COVID struck, and I couldn't work, and I was so frustrated, and I couldn't channel my energy to work, that I just started working out at home.
Oh, you went the other way around.
Yeah. I'm sure there were a couple of people that did that.
One or two, not to me. I went
you?
the
You
total
went the other
opposite.
way?
I got too depressed staying at home. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was one of those, and you lost tremendously.
Yeah, I lost 25 kilos.
Yeah.
So and I feel fantastic now, and
And how has it been keeping it off your body always?
so it becomes a lifestyle. Like that's what you hear people talking about all the time. You can't crash diet, and you can't like do it for 30 days and then not see anything and say, oh, well, it's not working. You have to be consistent.
Yeah.
And then you see it. Like I think for the first 6 or 7 months, I felt like I still looked the same, and then suddenly,
It
by the
dropped.
8th month, I started looking like a completely different person. Yeah.
And it's also sort of, it has to dawn on you, no? It
Exactly.
takes time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's amazing that, I think transformation like that will and would have inspired others. But did you ever want to lose weight because you felt for the exterior purposes, or just?
I think I just feel uncomfortable in my body, and like when I meet people and I talk to them about weight loss, they're like, oh, do you not like big people, or do you not think that big is beautiful? Big is beautiful. Every body size is beautiful, but you need to feel comfortable in your own body. So at one point, when I think when I started, I was at my heaviest, and I was just feeling very uncomfortable in my clothes, and so I thought, okay, let me just get healthy. Let me try and like burn a little bit. But then it became addictive, and it became a lifestyle. So now, now I'm constantly moving my body every day, and working out, because I have to. I believe maintaining it is even harder.
Than
like
putting
once
it
you,
down.
yeah, because then it becomes, like I said, a lifestyle. You kind of have to be consistent.
How long have you been in Sri Lanka?
All my life.
Oh.
All my life. Because my father's Indian, and my father was Indian, and my mother's Sri Lankan. So I've
You mostly made this your hometown.
Exactly. It is my home, and I
Yeah.
miss it. Whenever I go to India, I miss.
This is where your calling is.
This is home. And you know that, right? Like when you even had the crunch of everything that was happening with COVID and with the financial crisis, everyone just left. I couldn't bear to think of leaving. Like at one point it became a bit frustrating. I was like, let's leave, because that's what most people did. But then they left and they were missing home.
Yeah. And I don't think they're actually happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Home is definitely this.
This is home.
Brilliant. Well, thank you for joining me today for a little chat.
Thank you.
It has been absolutely amazing. Do check out Be Waxed if you want to be waxed. And at the same time, thank you for creating something new and making it something that has become not conversation behind closed doors.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I think I know in 2024, if you have to be like talking about this, like
Exactly.
it's sad.
Yeah. It is. Yeah.
Correct. Anyway, thank you so very much. We will see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today, and thank you to this amazing hotel and the staff here for hosting us. We will see you again. Till then, you keep smiling.
Okay, let it be known. I'm working hard when I ain't on the phone. This ain't a home, this ain't a phone. Grind never stopping, I'm keeping it cold. Unlocking the door with the holy key. You supposed to be this close to me, and hopefully you understand G.O.D. Maybe this cold and I'm talking like no degrees. This ain't a fluke. I seen it way before it ever happened. He gave me the view. I had to put in my time on the TV. It coming in soon. I couldn't leave it all up to a variant or an experience. You gotta get up and do what it do. So complicated, homie, it's you. Always gonna wait until you in the mood.
Danu on Fire, powered by
Thanks to our friends at XXL for joining us on Danu on Fire. Now, if you want to get something that's really trendy, nice, and truly Sri Lankan, you can now check out XXL. They've created this flagship store which also gives you the company of amazing products that could be accessorized with your clothing. And at the same time, when you finish everything, you can have a nice cup of coffee before you leave. All this and more when you do visit the XXL store. Flowers by M. Ceylon for joining us on Danu on Fire. With 40 years and counting, these guys have been in the industry in making moments way more special with those fresh, beautiful flowers coming into that spaces. Now, they have been established in Sydney as well, giving a lot of Australians an experience of how a wedding could be curated and done up so beautifully, like how we Sri Lankans know and how we put it together. These guys have made a name globally, and now they've brought their craftsmanship once again to Sri Lanka with a new array of great services to provide. Visit them today at Havelock City Mall for more details on how you can get that next bridal wedding booking sorted.